Yehovah Svaot Elohim, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Psalm chapter 78, verses 36 through 72. But they tried to deceive him with their words. They lied to him with their tongues, for their hearts were not right with him, and they were unfaithful to his covenant. Yet he, because he is full of compassion, forgave their sin and did not destroy. Many times he turned away his anger and did not rouse all his wrath. So he remembered that they were but flesh, a wind that blows past and does not return. How often they rebelled against him in the desert and grieved him in the wastelands. Repeatedly they challenged Elohim and pained the Holy One of Israel. They didn't remember how he used his hand on the day he redeemed them from their enemy, how he displayed his signs in Egypt, his wonders in the region of Zoan. He turned their rivers into blood, so they couldn't drink from their streams. He sent swarms of flies which devoured them, and frogs which destroyed them. He gave their harvest to shearer worms, the fruit of their labor to locusts. He destroyed their vineyards with hail, and their sycamore figs with frost. Their cattle too he gave over to the hail, and their flocks to lightning bolts. He sent over them his fierce anger, fury, indignation, and trouble, with a company of destroying angels to clear a path for his wrath. He did not spare them from death, but gave them over to the plague, striking all the firstborn in Egypt, the firstfruits of their strength in the tents of Ham. But his own people he led out like sheep, guiding them like a flock in the desert. He led them safely, and they weren't afraid. Even when the sea overwhelmed their foes, he brought them to his holy land, to the hill country won by his right hand. He expelled nations before them, apportioned them property to inherit, and made Israel's tribes live in their tents. Yet they tested El Elyon and rebelled against him, refusing to obey his instructions. They turned away and were faithless like their fathers. They were unreliable, like a bow without tension. They provoked him with their high places and made him jealous with their idols. Elohim heard and he was angry. He came to detest Israel completely. He abandoned the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent he had made where he could live among people. He gave his strength into exile, his pride to the power of the foe. He gave his people over to the sword and grew angry with his own heritage. Fire consumed their young men. Their virgins had no wedding song. Their Kohanim fell by the sword, and their widows could not weep. There Yehovah awoke, as if from sleep, like a warrior shouting for joy from wine. He struck his foes, driving them back and putting them to perpetual shame, rejecting the tents of Joseph and passing over the tribe of Ephraim. He chose the tribe of Yehudah, Mount Zion, which he loved. He built his sanctuary like the heights, like the earth. He made it to last forever. He chose David to be his servant, taking him from the sheepyards, from tending nurses. He brought him to shepherd Yaakov, his people, Israel, his heritage. With upright heart, he shepherded them and guided them with skillful hands. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating second part of Psalm chapter 78? Speak truth, aligning your heart with the written instructions of Yehovah. Be faithful to Yehovah's covenant. Trust Yehovah is full of compassion, forgiving sins, turning from his anger and relenting from all his wrath. Cry out to Yehovah, reminding him that we are but flesh. Obey Yehovah. Trust Yehovah with unwavering faith and obedience, bringing honor to the Holy One of Israel. Remember how Yehovah used his hand to redeem. Remember his signs and wonders. Proclaim Yehovah's awesome deeds of the past. Aim for Yehovah to strengthen your firstfruits. Follow Yehovah like sheep follows a shepherd. Trust Yehovah will lead his obedient sheep safely. Trust Yehovah will lead his obedient sheep into his holy land. Faithfully follow Yehovah's instructions with trust and devotion, demonstrating a heart aligned with Yehovah's will. Aim to remain steadfast and loyal to Yehovah, reflecting unwavering faith and righteousness. Wholeheartedly worship and honor Yehovah with purity and devotion, reflecting true faithfulness to Yehovah. Aim for Yehovah to delight in our faithfulness and devotion to him. Aim for Yehovah to remain among you, dwelling with you in favor and blessing. Aim for Yehovah to be glorified, preserving his strength and splendor through your faithfulness. And aim for Yehovah to grant his children victory through peace, through unwavering devotion. Aim for Yehovah to bless his children with joy and strength, preserving them in faithfulness and honor. Aim for Yehovah to protect and uphold his servants, ensuring their legacy remains steadfast in righteousness. Aim for Yehovah to rise in power, defeating all opposition and bringing victory to his children. Aim for Yehovah to choose and establish his dwelling in righteousness, exalting his people and building a sanctuary reflecting his eternal glory. Aim for Yehovah to guide his chosen children with integrity, wisdom, and a heart devoted to their care. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? By remaining faithful, serving others with integrity, and guiding them with wisdom and compassion as Yeshua loves and leads us. Bear one another's burdens through steadfast faith, selfless care, and guidance rooted in integrity, reflecting Yehovah's compassionate leadership. Top 3 applicable fruits of the Spirit. 1. Faithfulness. Remain loyal and steadfast in devotion to Yehovah and others, even when circumstances challenge your commitment. 2. Love. Demonstrate sacrificial and compassionate love, forgiving and serving others as Yeshua loves us. 3. Patience. Be patient with others' shortcomings, modeling the long-suffering grace Yehovah shows towards his children. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating second part of Psalm chapter 78? We'll end with the Arianic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being towards you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you, set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.